All right, how it do, how it be, how it is, how we doing? Life is good, things are well. It is Thursday, which means we're playing Windfall. I almost said Kill. On Tuesday, we did have a Kill one shot. And if you're interested in that, you can head over to the YouTube and Jake and SirFeffers and check out the videos there of the past seasons, as well as that one shot will eventually be uploaded as well. And join our Discord community. We're all sorts of fun, and we're also a little terrifying. I'm SirFeffers. Thank you for being here. Last we left off, the party came to Obadiah's rescue. Obadiah being an old friend slash mentor of Dodger, aka CritFailJake. He's an artificer, and he's been, I know I said it weird, artificer, and he's been investigating and messing with this blood glass, this strange substance that appears out in the rusts, this wasteland of red sand and burning areas and stuff like that. It's very messy, very, very sinister, and the cult came from there and assaulted Obadiah's estates. So the party is in this waiting room. Obadiah has had Stevenson bring out a whole tray, a whole little cart, and he's taking orders and everyone's specific kind of tea they want. He's also got a pint of sweet tea on the table. And Obadiah has just asked Dodger if he knew anything of the chained circle. Obadiah sits up and goes, well, looking around to the rest of the party. The chained circle, it's very old. The majority of their influence can be found across the ocean. Not much to know of with theirs to their motives, but the chained circle rose to power in this land when the Endeavor fell. I believe that the chained circle probably had a hand in its demise and its collapse. And since then, their influence could only have grown. I worked with... Well, let me back up a little bit. When I was helping Lord Ramus develop his engines for his trains, there were a few little things I needed for some other projects, and I didn't want the pride or anyone to know exactly what I was up to, and some of the materials needed were unseemly if you were to look at them out of context, and so I made a few connections, and I was eventually put into contact with Mr. Crooked Feather. He uses the same codes in his messages to his peers, to the people he works with, as the chained circle. If I had to guess, the easy answer is that he is a member of the chained circle in some way, but things are usually not so clear and easy. If I had to guess, I'd say he studied under them, maybe. Or perhaps was excommunicated, potentially. If I was a part of the chain circle, I wouldn't be running underground crime organizations. I wouldn't be a part of the black market. I wouldn't need to be. Regardless, that is what I know of the chain circle. Old money. Powerful people. Don't know what they're up to, though. Kind of looks about the room. So, Dodger, how was the business?
That's all right. Well, I mean, it was until I found out that I'm apparently dead.
I'm sorry?
You read the note, right?
That's right. Sorry, I'm old.
It was like 2 seconds ago.
I'm really old. Yes. There is someone you could talk to in the capital. He got me out of a pinch or two every now and then. It's a detective agency that, they understand the law and the like, that kind of how they function. They go by Hare and Hobbs. They are good people, relatively capable. Jean and Sia, you guys would know about Hare and Hobbs, mostly by name. And what you're hearing from Obadiah is accurate. They are very much a detective agency and just kind of trying to look out for the little guy, make a buck, and to call them good, morally aligned is basically the reputation that they have been trying to keep up. Call upon them. They might be able to be of assistance in getting this squared away if we have any proof, which looks like we do, of any criminal activity and manipulation going on. I'm sure that they'd be able to eventually get it squared up for you.
I mean, I do think we got pretty substantial proof that Dodger is in fact still alive.
Indeed.
So
And and additional letters of things being nefarious, and he's not at fault for these things, is he? You're not at fault for this, is you? Are you? You're right, I'm sorry. He winces at the backstory. And he goes, is there any other way I could assist you? Anything else going on in your travels I might have some insight on?
Well, I mean, I got a question. Hello,
Yes.
I'm Mr. Hawthorne.
Nice to meet you.
Have you ever dealt with a group of individuals known as the Desperados?
Mercenary band, yes?
Yeah, the very same.
Desperados. I know of them. I heard they had some trouble down on the coast.
Good to hear.
I don't know much about anything other than that, but down by the coast in the Emerald Wood, something about losing some people there. I don't know much about it aside from that. I'm sorry. I could put some feelers out. Which brings up an important point. Please come back. I will have things in order. The Pride is going to be able to help me rebuild all of this and get my work going again. And by then I'll hopefully have things cleaned up a bit. Some of those magic items that are buried under all the rubble found, and or maybe I can whip something up in the meantime. But yeah, I'd love to help.
You still got those braces?
Back, Dodger.
Of course I came back.
What were you saying about braces?
You still got them?
Yes, illusionist bracers, if I remember correctly. Yes. I'll be able to have those by the time you come back, for sure. I'll have everything tucked away, everything back in order, and I'm gonna up my security.
I'm just gonna pull out Yester's long list of wish list items and just slowly slide them forward. The +3 shield, the +3 breastplate, the rod of absorption, and the Mizium apparatus are of the highest importance. The rest are.
6 of them, huh?
How was that all? All right.
Well, there's more. It's just I prefer those 4 first.
He's looking at it and goes, all right, I can get to work on some of these, but staff of absorption.
Yes.
I might have that one lying around, actually. Hang on. And he goes to get up and goes, oh, sits back down. Stevenson. He goes, of course, sir. And Stevenson steps out. I was tinkering on it. It wasn't with the rest. It wasn't in its normal place, you see. So what's up? Why is he a skeleton? Do we actually have answers on that? You're pretty cool. How old were you when you became this?
Do you remember before you were born?
No.
It's like that.
Okay. Cool.
What?
That's kind of fucking metal.
It's bone.
Did you
But,
know that there are trace elements of metal within bone?
Yeah. But it's been a while. Like, at least 2
I hope you realize that
millennia.
it seems like you have perfected some kind of form of undead, and managed to retain your lucidity, your sanity in some way.
Where that last one's up for debate, if I'm
that's
honest.
you're using that term very loosely.
He can count to 4. That's more than most undead can do. Seriously,
Not
though.
sanity, though. It's not what sanity means.
No.
It's not-
No, it.
Dogs, you talk.
I
You
don't.
talk about freeing skeletons as if they are.
Look, all I'm saying is all that awaits you is this glory. He gestures to himself. All you have to do is just be hatched. Let your skeleton
God, no.
bones spring forth from your flesh prison.
Are you
Oh, I hate that.
insinuating you're some kind of large feathered creature that might sit upon our bodies like a hatching dove, so that we may emerge from it? Are you gonna warm our bodies with your own stonks?
And you will imprint on me. It will be glorious.
I don't mean
It'll
to
be like that
alarm
time
you.
that I was a god 200 years ago. It was good.
Stonks.
What?
Genuinely, I warn you. I don't mean to cause you stress, but if any lich or powerful undead or anyone who was seeking lichdom discovered that you existed, they would spare no expense to figure out how you've done this. There's potentially quite a target on your back.
There already is.
Oh, just so you're aware, well, I'm gonna be worried about you. Just know that if you guys, he says this to Dodger especially, if you guys ever need to hunker down and hide somewhere for a little while and lay low, it's been a number of years since we've been seen together anywhere. I don't think people would come looking for you here. Maybe after this, wait a minute. But if you ever need sanctuary, please come here. I'll send you the teleportation circle when the tower's back up and running. I'm serious.
I appreciate it.
Might we entreat then for a little rest of the evening? It's
Of course.
quite. I'm quite pooped if I'm being
Of course, and
entirely
whatever
honest.
you
I don't know how
need,
everyone else is.
whatever if you need food, water. Do you feed on soul stonks? Because that's what a lich does.
What?
Do you feed
No.
on souls?
I eat bones and grapes.
Looks over to Jean. You seem to be the one who is also struggling with this concept. I'm very confused.
I guarantee you, I am more confused than you are, and I've been traveling with it for days.
Oh.
You just have to learn to stop asking questions.
Try not to
Except
think
for-
That's
about it.
not something I'm good
Yeah,
at,
that's
but hey, I'll give it a whirl.
Basically it.
Dodger, out of character, does he know about your book?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm sorry. Player to player, I'm sorry. Stonks goes, anyway, actually, you know, your son here has this book that I've been trying to buy off him for a pretty penny.
Oh.
We're turning into the same person.
Oh no! Stop it! Stop!
I'm consuming his soul. There we go. I'm me again. Anyways, He's got. I killed his dad.
Oh no!
Oh God, he
My
has
boy!
midlife crisis.
Anyways, he's got this book.
And Jake, you said I do know. Obadiah does know about the book.
I said he might not actually.
He might not. Okay.
That's why I apologize to Jake.
Oh, what's this about a book, Doctor?
It's not really important. It's just a.
You messing around in the dark arts? Things better left alone again, brother.
I just again gives him the look like. Stop.
He's a big. He looks at Stonks. He's a big boy. He can speak for himself.
All right.
Okay. Time passes. You guys are able to get a long rest. There are no further assaults. At one point, you guys are in kind of this guest rooms. You know, you've got like a nice couch and kind of a smaller dining area and a bunch of little bedrooms and a balcony. And you hear Obadiah just chewing out the Lord Governor of Issaray, which is the nearby town. Just like, I thought you assured me that your guard and security could get here quickly if there was any trouble. I'm gonna privateer this. I'm gonna hire my own security. Your patronage is over.
God damn. Reminds me of every summer when my father would leave.
What do we do during this downtime, y'all?
That's rough, buddy.
Yester's just is gonna. I found that loot. I want to check it out and see if it does anything.
Okay.
Does anything special?
You pull up the loot. You pick up the loot, and you kind of look around. Nobody's looking at you right now. You kind of head over to the armless chair, and you start plucking a few strings. Seems like it's just a loot, and at first, you're disappointed. You're like, man, it's just a loot. And then you notice a small set of gloves on the piano that have that same kind of residue of long use on strings.
I'm gonna put them on.
You put them on. They slap you.
Excuse me. Well, this is my natural state. Look, I'm just trying to figure out how this loot works.
It does it starts playing the lute spectacularly.
Is it better than me?
It's you're essentially giving it advantage on performance checks.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, mechanically, it's giving you advantage on performance checks.
Oh, okay. I already have that from Xanathar's Guide, but thank you very much.
Let me pull up something real quick.
Something better.
No. It's I gotta check to see what the rest of it is. While I'm doing that, what's
Playing
everyone else
Wonderwall.
doing? Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I'm just gonna like find a comfy thing and just, tip the hat and just cross the feet and just
Nice.
start a break.
Stonks will take the time to attune to his monocle.
Nice. You attune to the monocle. It has the identify spell on it once per long rest.
Got it.
Living gloves for the lyre. So I misspoke. While attuned to these gloves, you're proficient with the lyre, and when you make an ability check using them, you add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal proficiency bonus.
There's expertise.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now that said, it is just with this particular lyre. Or lute, whichever I said it was.
They are
What?
different. So,
The loot was said first.
Alright, lute.
I will look around. I'm just gonna pocket the gloves and the loot. Just so that no one sees.
Okay. Okay. So it's lutes that the gloves are particular with.
Okay. Yester's then just gonna go back to the main room and just kick up his feet and take a good nap. Because he's tired.
As you're heading back, you see the kid who you guys saved from the barrel that was in the barrel of rice, kind of watching Jean. And as you kind of round and see her down the hall, she kind of scampers away. You walk into the room, kind of looking after, and you see that a small bag has been put next to him, like on the little coffee table next to him. It's been left there, assumedly by her.
Ha. Funny. I should go check out the pantry. I'm gonna go to the pantry, to the trap door.
They have long since been rescued.
All right, good. I'm gonna look at the bag and see if I can see what's inside of it. I'm not gonna open it.
Okay, without opening the bag, you can kind of make an investigation.
That is a 24.
24. Okay, you see the glint of something shiny, kind of lustery, not necessarily shiny like metal.
I'm gonna mage hand bop it into Jean's lap.
This probably wakes up Jean.
Yeah.
What just got what?
Oh, you got a
Got
gift.
popped into my lap?
The little package. Got a gift from a secret supporter of your endeavors.
What is it?
I don't open it up. I don't know. I just saw it there and I was like, "You napping? I'm just gonna wake you up."
It was honestly a good nap. All right, whatever.
I can put you back to sleep.
Oh, I
play
can
you a
fall back to
lullaby.
sleep. I don't need that either.
You looking into the bag?
Yeah.
So it's a bag of rice, and inside are two objects. One is just this kind of shiny rock, maybe quartz. And the other one is this little charcoal picture, like a kid would with little stick people, and it shows you and the rest of the party saving her from from the bad men, and a note of thank you.
Sure.
And it's their favorite rock.
Nice. I guess I don't know what I'm. All right. Stow it in my bag after ruminating on it for, a little bit.
Okay.
Put it away, and then we're back to sleep.
Tip back down.
I play the quietest lullaby.
Okay.
Shut up, or I'll put your eye out with this rock.
Play it slightly softer.
I'll grumble, and then quickly it's replaced with a snore.
Can I get a performance check for how good the lullaby is?
Sure.
It's a 28.
It's quite good. Quite subtle. Quite soft.
Told you I'm good at these. Put a whole brothel to sleep once. Rob the man blind the next morning.
Dodger is kind of checking out his old room.
Okay, you get to your old room. It looks like this was over the years eventually turned into another room for someone who is likely not alive anymore. Someone who might have been killed in the assault on the estates. So slightly different decor, but very much the bed's in the same spot. You know, you got a mirror. Small little tinkering table that has since become like a makeup station, you know?
And then I'll head back to the room.
Okay. What is everyone else
No
doing?
dead person's bed. Weird.
Donks, take nap.
Stonks take nap. All right.
Sia's gonna go try to talk to Obadiah.
Okay. You kind of mosey around. It's getting kind of late. Night's kind of fallen. And you find Obadiah by a fire. In kind of the study, if you will. Half the room is destroyed. And he looks just very sad, looking at all the rubble, you know. And there's an unfinished letter on one side. And he kind of sees you come in and goes, "Oh, yes, come in."
She's gonna kind of tip her head to him, kind of, and greeting me like, "How are you, sir?"
Well, I didn't foresee this much of a setback. But they say, you know, think of it like every 7 years expect disaster or so, you know, about every 7 years, and we were a good 2-3 years past due, so, you know, it is what it is. This was quite a setback, though. What can I do for you, miss?
I was wondering if I had a question, kind of. I've, on occasion, been up north in this area, but I suspect you, living up here, probably have more experience with the rusts in the areas around here.
The rusts and the city and wastes, they are both quite close to here. This is the closest region that the city and wastes is to the civilized part of the world, as you were. It's the narrowest the rusts is. I think it's something to do with the lake. But yes, sorry, I ramble. I am familiar.
I just wanted to ask if you've seen anything kind of strange
Well,
in the sky.
in the sky.
Not necessarily in the sky, but with the sand. I know there's strange things out here.
Yeah, there's quite a few strange
But-
things. What do you mean in the sky? Take your time.
Strange,
Start packing a pipe.
like strange sandstorms.
Well, the rusts have been picking up some strange sandstorms lately. Rather, they're getting more violent. They don't seem to last too long, but there's no method to them at all. We've had to stop journeying into the rusts as a whole, but we have enough blood glass lying around. And we've still got a few big chunks of it. You can get your hands on blood glass without having to get too far into the rusts. Those storms are a doozy, though. Why do you ask?
Well, I am, in fact, I have a lot of storm magic, so I'm quite interested in. And we're passing through, and I thought I saw something mighty strange in the.
Oh, what'd you see?
It just odd shapes, as if something was just beyond the horizon. But
Interesting.
I'm not quite sure what I saw. But I just thought I might ask.
That could be. Rumors abound of strange things almost seen. Could be that you were that some fae was pulling a trick on you. It could be that.
Perhaps.
It could be one of those strange ghost types that can only be seen through reflection. It could be something that you're kind of getting a whiff of from another alternate plane, you know, like the Feywild or the astral plane, or oh God, I hope it's not some of the darker ones. But yeah, well, the issue is that there's too many answers.
Well, I would like an answer, but I know that you don't have one for me. But it's good to know that it's not a singular event, that there is strange things going on, and I saw something.
I wish I could find out more. What was there anything that happened leading up to this or directly after? Did you lose any of your memories or anything like that? Any new things going on as a byproduct, perchance? That could help us narrow it down. He seems to get more animated. And, you know, he's been given a little puzzle and he's excited.
I was struck by lightning.
Oh my God!
Which
That's not- Sorry, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. I get excited.
It's not normally the biggest of issues, but it did not affect me as much as it usually does. Nor does the blood glass.
Was this red lightning from the blood glass? Or was this just run-of-the-mill lightning?
Play out of character 2. DM, I don't remember.
It was from the blood glass. Yes, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. For the audience.
Yeah.
For the audience.
Yes, it was from the blood glass.
That's phenomenal. And you said it affected you differently. How?
Well, usually I have less of because I have lightning abilities as it is, I am less affected by lightning attacks or that sort of thing. But I do usually have a bit of a reaction to it, and that time I did not.
At all?
No, sir.
Stevenson! Stevenson! I need the medical books. Bring me the medical books. Is it wise, sir, to be focused on... It's a dark topic. It's so late at night. I need the books. She's immune to lightning. She's immune to the blood glass lightning. He does like a... Right away, sir. I'm not sure, but I can learn. I can find out. I can give you some answers. There are many experiments that are dangerous, mortally so, that I work with, that you would be able to... I'm getting ahead of myself. I apologize. We're working on your problems. We're figuring your stuff out. But if ever you find yourself in need of some coin or something, you would be monumentally useful to my work if you were willing to help in some way. If you're not able to take it, you can walk out into the rusts, for God's sakes, and just be fine. These mesh suits, these will be useful, but they wear. I'm sorry.
I said I suppose to your comment about walking into the rust.
I'm sorry, all I can do is think about how it would help me, but I will look into this for you, and I will we've been getting many strange breakthroughs with the blood glass. It doesn't make scientific sense. There are certain things that he starts looking around. He goes, okay, I need to tell you some strange stuff, but I legally can't, if you understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hint at some stuff while I can talk about other stuff. So I was hired to help Lord Ramus build the engines for his trains. And I can't tell you about that, but what I can tell you is that what we discovered is it was dumb loud. The mechanisms at work in the artificing gave this ear-splitting, concussive, ongoing drone sound. And it was very off-putting, and Lord Ramus was about to pull his funding. And then when I can't talk about this, when everything came together, that sound's frequency became so high-pitched that we couldn't hear it anymore. And it was it was so high-pitched it left our register of what we were able to hear. And then something phenomenal happened, let me tell you. And he scoots a little forward. That turned into light. And that was a breakthrough. If sound is light and light gives off frequencies of sound, blood glass could be manipulated by sound and light. It's simply in the register of area that we were not able to hear and work with. All glass, crystal, all rock and stone, they all give out frequencies. and that's important. So, that said, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I gotta get better at this. We have been manipulating the blood glass with various forms and patterns of light and high frequencies. That could be linked somehow to you. I will build a way of measurement so that we can do some tests next time you come back. And I will do a bunch of research as well. And have some answers for you. As thanks for coming to my aid in my time of need.
Of course. And thank you for helping me with this.
Of course. So you should really get some rest. Well, fine. I'm going to bed. Good night. Kind of. Yeah, he has to be like helped. I can't wait until my suit is stuck out of the damn rubble. He's helped away by the butler. Anything else you want to touch on, Sia, while you were alone?
Just probably gonna go find somewhere to rest like everyone else is.
All right. The party gets their long rest.
God,
Morning.
I just want you to know
Yeah.
how incredibly difficult it was to not scream rock and stone when Obadiah just happened to say that beautiful phrase.
I saw you bite down on it.
Gotta slap the lucky dice. All right.
Everyone wakes up. Got all your hit points back, all your spell slots.
That's a beautiful spread. That's a 6 and a 19.
I got a 7 and a 15.
Offbeat. Roll a d100 for me real quick.
Sure thing, boys. 50 on the money.
Okay. As you exercise this portents, as the two of you put your heads together and talk about the understanding of the glimpse and how you might be able to affect it, blah blah blah.
What's the stock market looking like today? What option should I buy?
Stonks, you've been teaching Yester about this magic, and to refresh, you are the first divination wizard in the history of the land.
I also want it to be known that I am teaching Yester how to do this with the intention of turning this into a sellable online course.
Nice. Jake, you have inspo from chat.
Yes, thank you.
You too could predict the future
Yes, sir.
by my course.
You your nose is bleeding a little.
It's happening. You're hatching.
Don't stop. I don't think this is what happens when skeletons hatch.
That's how it starts.
You bleed from your nose.
Because it falls off.
Good lord. Just sloughs right off.
And then once that happens, I'm gonna hatch. I'm gonna merge skull first, and then I'm gonna be just
Like a
Like a-
human baby, head first. Yes.
Stonks, make an Arcana check for me.
Oh no.
Obadiah has discovered the electromagnetic spectrum. Yeah, basically.
17.
17. Okay.
He's hatching.
You don't know if this is progression or if this is degression. But you went through a very brutal, catastrophic event, which makes you like you are now. And one of the byproducts of that is your mind was expanded. Yester's mind is not expanded, but he's practicing in the magics you have uncovered. You might want to find a way to get his mind expanded. Because it's possible there's a detriment of working with this magic
So you're telling me.
whilst trapped within mere linearity.
I want you to know how Stonks is going to interpret this.
Okay.
Esther's too stupid.
Oh no.
That's what I interpreted it as too.
I mean,
as
what else
Yester's-
could it possibly be? If I'm honest.
Yester's puny, fleshy pea brain could never comprehend the complex Rick and Morty humor that Stonks' canary brain can process.
I
I
love it.
need you to show me the pickle.
Oh no.
Show me the
He doesn't
pickle.
have a pickle anymore, man. It's
No, show me pickle Rick. I need to see it.
Oh man.
How's it feel to be a brainlet Yester?
Yester is just too small brain right now. Not like the Sigma Stonks, the Sigma male practicing Bitcoin and NFTs. You know, when we started making these characters, Bitcoin and NFTs were way more important, but since
Yeah.
they crashed, it's way less funny.
We're oil barons and stock market inventors now.
Oh,
We just gotta do the thing, but in the past.
No, trust me, the housing market will never crash.
Oh no.
Property is safe.
Staff of absorption is delivered to Yester Hawthorne by the butler.
Oh, thank you.
He shows up. Sorry, it's not a staff. I was thinking it
It's
would
a
be a
rod.
wand
It's a-
or a rod. Yep. But I have it written down as staff of absorption. Do you just really want it to be a staff?
No, I want it to be a bowstring from my fucking violin, which I'm going to. I will
love that.
fashion it myself.
I love that.
if need be.
I love that. It's not currently a bow, but you are able to get you some horsehairs. Get you some horsehairs.
I'm gonna look outside of my horse.
Yep. Horse is just.
Stonks, you have scissors.
Hold on.
He's like,
Stonks runs off and starts rummaging through everything. His things, other people's things, the house's things, until I return with scissors.
Dodger, Stonks comedically sprints past Dodger and then Jean and then Sia, and then he finds scissors and runs past Sia and then Jean and then Dodger and comes back into the room.
I rolled a 24 on investigating for scissors.
All right, yeah, you find yourself some scissors. It's
come
like
back
a
with scissors.
shearing. It's like a. They're more industrial than anything else. They're not like scissors.
These
like
are
you would-
yours now.
All right, I'm gonna leap outside, and I'm gonna go to my horse, and I'm gonna go. I'm very sorry. Take it.
You just kill him.
All right.
Harvest.
Not trying for animal handling or nothing, huh?
I mean, I guess this could be an animal handling check to get it, or a sleight of hand check.
I'm pretty sure what you led with was, I'm sorry, I cut them. So it tries to bite at you, but it misses.
Chompa chompa.
I'm sorry.
You come back inside. The horse just kind of giving you the look, the glare. And Stonks is being berated for running with scissors by an old maid.
They can't stab me.
You can hear me. I don't want to hear about me.
I attempt
missing
to
most of her
stab.
teeth.
I stab the scissors through one of the many holes in Stonks' rib cage.
Yeah, I'm like dodging, but like making it to where they just stab the gaps in my bones.
See, look, he's completely incorporeal.
Children out here are impressionable. You gotta have a responsibility. He just keeps going on and is unaired. Eventually runs out of wind and waddles away.
Till the very next day. Bum 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 bum.
All right. Anything else you guys want to cover before heading out?
No. Where are we going?
That's up to you guys.
You guys ever wonder why we're here?
Okay, red and blue. Red versus blue.
I mean, this was just a stop on our way to the capital.
But aren't we like as far north as you go?
Yeah, but the capital's not that far away.
Okay. And we gotta contact the chain people that have a circle in their name to help with Jake not being Obadiah not being dead anymore.
You want to talk I mean, you can do whatever you want, but Hare and Hobbs is the detective agency that will likely help you guys out with that. The Chain Circle is a secret organization, kind of Illuminati vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's got to be some authority somewhere where you should just be like, hey, I see here on the books, this citizen is dead. He's not dead. He's right here.
Yeah.
Here's his birth certificate.
Go to like the county records office.
Yeah,
Well, the
exactly.
idea was you could have, instead of that, can be kind of boring. So what you can do is go to Hare and Hobbs, and they essentially will take care of legal stuff for you. But
I don't know, man. I kind of want a like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy scene where we have to wait in a queue.
yeah, you guys can do that. I'll figure something out.
You think waiting in a queue is boring? Clearly, you've never been to the DMV.
You don't have a phone in this universe.
Bring a book. Is Gene illiterate?
You ever got like penny novels?
It's gotta be like
Yeah, they got penny novels.
Smut
God, no.
They got
store
newspapers.
run. Smut store run.
I mean,
Does Gene read smut? This is the question the fans need to know.
Tusk love. Tusk love. Tusk love.
he does, but he's super duper not open about it.
Oh no.
Stonks reads medical journals for arousal
Look, he's-
purposes.
That's just the sleeves.
Been a lot of nights alone at a campfire in the middle of nowhere. So
A couple
he's
of
had something.
cowboys were on the
Gotta have
trail.
something.
I'm glad we're
Which is
getting
fair,
to the
because he
important
has a
questions.
Western
Super high
themed smut
charisma.
titles.
He has a super high charisma. So like, you know. So it's really just his fault.
The Lonely Farmer. Country Girls Make Do, Volume 2.
As the party is is the party going to the Capitol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is Calvin and Hobbes in the Capitol?
Yes.
Okay.
So actually-
They're lion people, so is one of them like a tiger, and then Hobbs is. Because that would make my heart really happy.
Can I get a sticker
Listen.
of the one that's? Can I get a sticker of the one that isn't a tiger peeing on stuff?
I don't like that you guys have gotten to this before me, before I can reveal it, but I literally wrote down Calvin and Hobbes like 3 months ago and was like, I'm gonna have a detective agency and it's gonna be inspired by Calvin and Hobbes, but I can't call it Calvin and Hobbes, so I'm gonna call it Hare and Hobbes. And
You missed the opportunity to call it gross, like the freaking acronym name for the club that Calvin and Hobbes had.
that would have been brilliant. Well, it's kind of sexist.
It's Calvin and Hobbes.
I know.
There's a child.
I know. But it was like, nah, we don't have girls in our club and stuff like that.
And the whole joke is that Calvin desperately wants to hang out with Susie.
That's true. That's true.
Don't even remember what the acronym stands for at this
Me
point.
neither. Anyway.
Girls.
You'll get
Feel
that.
like
Get rid of
something's-
slimy girls. And the last thing's an S. Get rid of slimy girls. I
That's
remember it
right.
now.
That's right. Yes.
And he could have been get rid of slimy lawyers.
So, as the party is kind of mounting up, they've got all of their rations figured out. They're topped off. At one point, the butler awkwardly came up to Stonks Stevenson.
Stonks?
Stonks, yeah.
Okay.
The butler comes up to Stonks and he's like, he like awkwardly gives you like just an entire yarn spool of floss in an attempt to be friendly. It's a miss for sure.
Stonks takes it. Is this a threat? What is this?
I don't know how you keep clean, sir.
Am I dirty?
Stevenson uses magic. Uses magic to keep clean. What's this?
As the party is gearing up and heading to the horses, Obadiah kind of calls Dodger over, and he's like, "We found this on the corpses of one of the assailants, one of the snipers. I hope it might be of use to you, and it's this real nice looking scope." This is double checking to make sure I call it the right thing. It is reskinned. It is the reskinned rod of the Pact Keeper. Hope we come back now soon, y'all.
I'll be around as soon as I'm able.
All right. Hope it'll have better security by the time you guys come back. It's ridiculous. I'm suing.
Hopefully you do.
Kangaroo court.
All right. The party sets off. Everyone roll a D100 for me.
Oh hell yeah! Is high good or bad?
High is bad.
All right, cool. Let's roll hot, friends.
Ooh, stinky 12.
Ooh,
12 out of
right
100?
in the middle. 51.
51. What else we got? 34 from Gene. 30 from Sia.
41.
41. All right. Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. We're going to take an early break and we'll pick up here. Chat will be right back.
Whoa!
We return.
You didn't say 2.
I know.
How was I
This is
supposed to
true.
know?
Oh, you're right.
I'm a skeleton. I can't count to 4. Hello? It's kind of like fucked up.
Okay, so you guys are making your way back through Issaray. If there's anything you guys want to do in town, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we continue onwards. Most of the talk is about how the guards were unable to get to Obadiah's estates in time to make a real difference. Passing through there, you do briefly see the guy who prestidigitated you guys, and he quickly like moves down a different alleyway. He's like walking along, and he sees you and moves away quickly. Yes. Taco.
Oh, nothing.
Taco was just
That
showing
was
off
not a
his
hand
mini.
I just
It's a
look at
nice
this
mini.
dude who's on the microphone.
Pretty cool looking. You guys are walking along. You're back on the open trail, And as you guys are traveling on your horses, you see up in the sky an individual. And at first you think, oh, he's flying, but he's not. He's sitting. He has these two rods. One here, and his body is chilling in it like a seat, with his knees slung over one and his back up against the other. And he's just kind of posted up, and he's got a flask and he's drinking. And he looks at you guys and goes, and it's too far away for you to be able to hear him.
I know what this is.
Does Offbeat know what this is, or
Offbeat
Yester
does.
knows what
Yester doesn't know.
Yester might actually know what this is.
Yester might?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do what sort of check might I rack my brain?
That would be
to know?
history check.
How far away is he?
Dirty 20.
Pretty far off. He's kind of a speck far off. This is the sauce boss. And Yester would remember the charmed grunt that you guys met with while infiltrating the warehouse. Was very excited because the sauce boss was coming to town. This is the sauce boss. He has a gorgeous scarf on him and very fine clothes. And you see an arrow. Not quite be able to reach him. Falls back out of sight. You guys, let's say, who would like to go and kind of scout this out?
Yester's gonna get off his horse knowing who the sauce boss is and gonna equip his shield. And he's gonna let the rest of the party know, like, guys, remember the sauce boss?
Now,
What?
I didn't either until 5 seconds ago, but that's
let me
fucking
see
him.
if I remember.
You were a crab.
Where's
No,
the
I
sauce
don't.
boss? And why are we stopping to bother?
He's the sauce boss. And I kind of want his scarf. I'm gonna go to the person who's trying to shoot him and be like,
Okay,
you know, he's a little far up.
You
might
kind of
wanna
round the corner to see, and you can see that there's like 6 dudes. One's furiously trying to reload a crossbow, and the other one's like, "Come on, shoot him!" And you said you approach.
Yeah, I'm just gonna approach like casually from time, be like, he's pretty high up there.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative?
They go, ah! And these
sauce
bandits.
boss?
The sauce boss is up high.
Oh,
So
Do I know what I roll?
how far away are you from the rest of the party then?
He's about 50 feet. There's a large rock that is kind of blocked the view.
Gene, I'm using my 15 portent roll for your initiative.
I wasn't sure if we were rolling initiative or not, or if it was just you.
how far ahead did Yester get from us?
About 50
50
feet.
50?
That's just as well because I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 3.
All
as
my
well.
high rolls, Gene, are going to your initiative score.
I rolled
Would
a
you
nat
describe?
20.
Carrying my turnover.
Yes.
Would you describe the sauce boss as friendly or enemy or unknown?
He right now you could call him a victim. He is being assaulted by bandits.
How far away is he from Offbeat?
He's about 300 feet in the air.
Straight up.
Straight up of Offbeat.
Battery.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not putting him on the board. How many bad guys we got?
6.
Are they also straight up in the air?
No, they are down on the ground, kind of raggedy looking.
I just peeked around the corner, so I'm still at the
There's a
corner.
You
corner?
said you walked
There is.
right up to him.
I said I want to lean around the corner and go, he's pretty high up there.
Where's the corner?
All right.
There's not an alleyway apparently.
An alleyway?
No.
Was there?
No, we
Let's
are
do this out in the
we are
open?
on the open road.
Oh.
Then what corner?
I don't know.
Where's the
I don't
corner?
know what he's on. I said there was a
I'll
rock.
be right there. I thought, okay, straight up, thought we were still in town. I got very confused.
No worries.
That's
We
why
are.
that's my bad.
You're good.
We're in the open plains.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're on
okay,
the
we're
open
good.
road. The rusts to the north.
Okay, how far away are these 6 baddies from Offbeat?
My
I'll stay
understanding
right
was
there.
you walked right up on him,
I'll
but
be right there.
if you
then.
want
I'll be
to,
right there. That's on me. That's
Okay.
on me. I'll be right there.
All right.
and then about 50 feet away, there is a rock formation that is where the rest of the party and Yester's horse is. All right. Stonks, is that 3 for your initiative?
Oh, yeah, dude.
All right.
Saw, dude.
Saw, dude.
Okay. Dodger also got a 3. Who's got the higher dex?
Didn't these important for?
He's important for Gene.
Yeah, she's got a 15.
Okay. So Stonks got a 3 and Dodger got a 3. Who's got the higher dex?
Oh, Stonks with mine's 0. So
Stonks, you have any dex?
No.
No? All right. Rollies.
Rollies. Yeah.
Straight D20s.
14.
14.
You get in that one?
2.
2. I go first.
wait, do I get a 1? Dang it.
Okay. Offbeat with a 14.
Damn, Offbeat, you fast as fuck.
I'll be quick.
He is.
Jack be
speed.
nimble. Jack be quick. Jack fucked his ass with a candlestick.
Sia,
I
what'd
was
you get?
wondering how you were going to twist that.
I've got one bit and I stretch it out.
Sia, what'd you get for initiative?
I got a nat
Stretching, huh?
20.
You got a nat 20. Let's go. All right. All right, Sia, you're up first. You got 50 feet of wiggle room.
I don't think I've ever been first on initiative, and I'm terrified.
How spread out are the bad people?
They're pretty grouped up.
All right, cool.
What you got there is pretty accurate.
Are we going for like absolute lethal or like confusion?
You know what Stonks' answer is.
I mean, they're
we're
liberate
bandits.
their
assaulting
bones.
someone. That's a crime, and frankly, we watched it happen, and they can't report us if they're dead.
I mean, you can always ask them to stand down nicely first. And if
They have
don't-
flesh, and they don't need it.
Clearly, very uninspired highway robbers, highway bandits. They don't even have any horses. They don't look like they have much to their
Alright,
name
I
at all.
don't want to waste a big
He's the lightning
spell on
bolt.
it, so I'm just gonna drop a first level fog cloud on them.
Okay. Offbeat, you watch as they go, and then fog envelops the crowd of 7. 7 being the
Alright.
6 bandits, including you.
Is this the
Alrighty.
Magnificent Seven?
Is fog cloud? We are heavily obscured.
You shouldn't be. I'm gonna put it so you're not.
Okay. Right
Okay.
before you, yes, sir, is a fog cloud with the 6 highway bandits within.
The Sinister Six.
Just a foggy 6. Anything else on your turn, Sia?
Let's start moving closer. Let's
Okay.
go 30 feet.
Move up 30 feet. Very good. Gene.
I'm early. All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll move up my 30 feet off to one side or the other,
Okay.
whichever,
Like left or right or forward.
left or right. Yeah, I'll 30 foot in a diagonal to
Okay.
the right. Whatever.
You come out from behind the rock and you
then-
see the cloud.
Oh, right. I'll hold my action for one of them to poke through the dust cloud.
Okay.
Well, before I do that, I'll call out. I don't suppose y'all want to just lay down arms before you wind up puddles.
All right, roll intimidation or persuasion.
I think they're the same. No, they are not the same for me. 21.
21. And was that intimidation or persuasion?
Intimidation.
Okay. Okay.
Spoopy lad.
All right. One of the bandits bolts out backwards, northwards, from the cloud, and he's got his loaded crossbow now, and he's looking around, proccing Jean's held action.
Well, I probably wouldn't see him if he.
If you cut right or left, you would see him exiting.
Oh,
Right, but I assume north is up on our.
It is.
yep.
So he would still be opposite of the fog clouds. I wouldn't see him.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
You watch as he begins. He pulls out a stone. He's like, "We've been discovered. We're gonna have to get the sauce box next time. We gotta go." And then he is going to pull out his crossbow. See, kind of look up, look about, and he's gonna hold his action. Yester.
All right, I'm going to move back 30 feet.
Okay.
Just get out of their midst. Do we want to? We don't want to spend too many spell slots on this, do we?
no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so.
It's early in the day.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make a persuasion check and be like, y'all, you should really run. This is really bad for you guys. You're gonna end up. You're gonna be so dead.
Okay.
You're gonna be so goddamn dead. It's embarrassing.
Roll persuasion and or intimidation. Sounds like persuasion.
20 at least.
Yep.
That's a 24.
24. Okay. The next three bandits who are next on the turn rotation kind of come out with their hands up, kind of stepping out of the fog. Each of them kind of looking around, kind of nervous.
All right, go prone.
Because that's how people talk.
Go prone. On your bellies.
Kind of get down on their stomachs, looking
Good
around,
job.
all nervous and scared.
Toss your weapons.
We ain't got none. We've only got the crossbow. It was him. It wasn't us. We're just happen to be here.
Why are you here? What is your purpose?
Well, just traveling. Stonks, your turn.
So 3 came out,
3 came out. There's one behind the cloud.
and then 2 still inside the cloud.
Yes.
I too enjoy attempting to crossbow floating dudes when I'm traveling.
That's my favorite pastime.
How else do you keep entertained on the road?
All right, hear me out. What if I just blew them up?
That is an option.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Don't do that.
Might I remind you that Stonks did try to test Sia and Jean to make sure they wouldn't kill someone straight up. I know
Yeah,
you
but you
want
see-
skeletons.
I know, but here's the thing: you forget. Real life tacos had 2 to 3 glasses of sus water.
And therefore, Stonks becomes
therefore-
Taco.
So the line between character and player is blurred, and I really just love the look of Chain Lightning right now because it's set up beautifully.
Chain lightning. Chain lightning, my guy.
I think 3 glasses of wine make Stonks evil.
Oh no.
No, Stonks won't do anything. Stonks will just kind of roll his head back and forth like a basketball along his shoulders. Because if I kill them, the party's gonna get mad. I can't really help with intimidation. I have a +0 to that. I'm only smart and constitution, so
Okay.
I'll wave menacingly. I'll just stand there menacingly.
Dodger.
All right. So the fog, we can't see into the cloud either, right?
Correct.
Smoke bomb.
I am proud of the party for how advanced we are as players. That none of us are like, I have dark vision. Can I see into the cloud? No. And everyone in here knows that.
Well, it's fog. It's not dark.
It's kind of a trope in the D&D community that's like immediately people pop off with like, I can see anyway, and it's like, no, stop it.
Those people are dumb. I'm gonna
Yeah, I was
hit
gonna
them
say
with
what it's like to be stupid.
that. Yeah, God. Hey, dark vision isn't fog vision.
It's not your fucking low beams.
Just the blue one on the chart. Is that Boyo in the sky,
That's
or is
Sauce
that?
Boss.
Okay,
Yeah, Boyo
so
in
he's
the
not
sky, I
actually
assume.
like.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Right,
yes,
Taco?
it is. Taco, the blue
What's up?
triangle is Sauce Boss, right?
Yeah, blue is friend. Blue is
Okay.
sauce boss.
Dodger will move about 10 feet to his left in a diagonal,
Okay.
and then he'll also call out to the rest who are still inside the fog. All right, now the rest of you come on out. Hands where we can see them. No funny business. And he like, his gun scopes out into the sniper rifle, and he just like,
The three dudes on the ground are like, oh my god, we're dead. Okay, one of them breaks right, just starts hauling towards the rusts. The second one, well, that's gonna provoke an opportunity attack from Dodger and or Gene, as one from within the fog breaks right.
I mean, if he's running, then I'm not gonna shoot him.
Okay,
You set the trigger
Dodger.
for your held action.
Right.
He has to die.
Declare non-lethal.
Not with a range
Not
attack.
from range.
Just shout it and hope he doesn't die.
I don't mean for this to
Open it
kill
up,
you,
you-
Pop.
Hope you didn't like your left knee.
Eat beanbag, criminal. Oh no.
Gene, you can probably get 10 silver off of each of these dudes, just for bringing in people breaking the law.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure who's broken what law here.
They were firing a crossbow with intent to murder. That is assault.
Yeah,
That's
but,
attempted murder.
For all I know, floating dude could be a bounty. What makes them any different from me? So,
You bounty hunter's code of ethics confuses me.
All right, well
Tries to
then back up
murder
to the top
someone.
of the round with Sia.
Well, I haven't.
Oh, my bad, dude. My bad,
I
Dodger.
literally moved and.
My bad.
Said a thing. Okay.
You held your action, right?
No, I just moved up and made the call for them to
Okay, that's
show
my
themselves.
misplay.
I mean, it's still his action.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah. So the bandits wouldn't have run out yet.
Yeah, I was actually expecting to make a roll for it, like a persuasion or
You can- yeah,
intimidation.
go for
Back into the bubble they go.
That's a 21 to intimidation.
Okay. Very good. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
So do they run or do they come out with their hands up?
I gotta wait till my turn. I gotta wait till
Okay.
their turn.
Gotcha. Then in that case, I will hold my action for hostility.
Okay. All right. The two bandits break right and left. Running. Helter skelter. Zigzagging. Thinking they're being smart. Y'all letting them go?
I mean, I'll take shots at him.
Okay.
24, 27, and 31.
24, 27, 31. All those hit. Roll your damage individually.
So I'm shooting one that's going that way, and I'm gonna shoot the other one that goes,
Okay. Guys, it's my mom's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Feff's mom.
Happy birthday, Pfeffer's mom.
Happy birthday.
Feffers' mom would want us to kill these people.
I agree.
He's thinking about it. I might be right.
Nah. She's a sweetheart.
It's not mutually exclusive of wanting us to kill these people.
I am relatively certain she wouldn't want us to kill these people. But if
Sure.
here's the thing, if she was aware that this was a game situation, she would probably be like, yeah, snuff them.
There you go.
But if there were real bandits running away, she probably wouldn't.
Well, here's the thing, though. These aren't real bandits, Feff.
They're real murderers.
Yes, we actually killed people last week.
14 damage.
That's
to
a
the
dead
one
bandit.
on the left. Oh no. I thought they'd be a little bit bigger than that. Look, I warned them, I warned them.
You shooting the other
And
one?
they did attack us first.
Wait, they attacked us?
They engaged initiative. I just went.
They
Nice shot.
turned aggressive. They turned
Yeah.
aggressive.
I went.
And we did give them not one but 3 opportunities to lay
Not
down
get
their
their
arms.
shit kicked out of them. So
So the other one is a 12.
12 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
Just bang, bang.
so I really should have chain lightning them.
Just and the other one.
they probably had 4 health and you were about to chain lightning them. Like 40 damage.
There's no such thing as overkill.
You're damn right. You know what? You're so right for that, Queen.
How big is the fog
Slay
cloud?
girl queen pussy
I
boss.
think it's 30 feet around.
How,
Yeah.
how
It might be
tall-
6
How high
feet,
does it go?
Oh, probably like 10-ish feet, my guess. Might be higher.
Look it up.
What a girl boss pussy slay moment from Dodger.
Oh, guys, thank you. I'll let them know you said happy birthday.
Yas Queen, girl boss, pussy slay.
That's what I would write in Pfeffers' mom's birthday card.
I would also co-sign it.
20-foot radius sphere.
Okay. So 20 feet up in the center.
I'm trying to figure out if I'd be able to have eyes on that last one outside the bubble.
Did you bank right? Or left?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not me. That's
Did you? If you didn't move sideways at all, then you wouldn't.
I did. I did move sideways. It's just not reflected on the map just yet.
Oh, word. I'll fix it. Have the homies ran?
The two that have run have died.
Oh, they're so dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of that.
He's got
dead
one.
into the
He's got
void.
one last shot. I don't
One
know.
opportunity.
If it's 20-foot radius, I'll say that you can shoot that, the one with the crossbow.
Well, we'll see how 10 damage treats him.
10 damage. He's gone. He's gone to the world. And the 3 on the ground, just bang, bang, bang with the flinch, and they all just kind of go. He's just terrified.
This scope's better than I thought. Jeez.
That's a bloody good. That's a bloody good scope you got right there.
Slowly. Wow, that was quite impressive. Well, shoot. Good shooting. My goodness gracious.
Stop coming for my brand, fiend!
Ah! You say, nah. He says, ah.
You're not allowed to sound like my boss. Get a different voice.
Eventually, down comes the sauce boss, very well dressed. And he takes these 2 rods and he just slowly brings himself down. And then he takes a sweeping bow and goes, my thanks for disrupting these ruffians. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the sauce boss. Might I interest you in some of my wares?
Yes. I
Sure.
assume you only sell sauce.
I sell hot sauce.
Stonks shakes his fist at the sky to angrily tell God that he's upset that people keep doing his voice better than him.
You picked a Roaring 20s radio showman for your
Yes.
voice. Other people are allowed to have it.
No! My brand!
You exclusively sell sauce? Is that it?
That's my bit.
What is it just
It's
sauce?
in the name.
Just flavor it?
He tosses you a small little jar. Oh,
Sample it.
It
A
is
Taco Bell hot
you
sauce
are
packet.
it is crazy spicy. The FDA would never approve it right now. The FDA wouldn't call it food.
But I now can prestidigitate food to taste exactly like it. I take out my water, I pour it into a cup, I prestidigitate it, and I hand it back to him.
Much obliged. Neat trick.
You're out of business.
I'll try some of that.
Yeah, go for it.
I take a take a sip, hand it back, mix some powders in a thing, prestidigitate.
Ah! I'm ruined. Tell you what. Pulls off the scarf. Never happened. Yeah, and he gestures to you the scarf.
All right.
Insight check. Are you lying?
No, I'm actually. I might turn this into a story later that doesn't necessarily relate to him. So
It's a matter of are you saying you will agree to not run him out of business by copying his recipe?
yeah, I'm not gonna run him out of business.
Okay. Then you don't have to roll deception, because that's
Okay.
okay. And he goes, magnificent! That can be many things. Sometimes it's a shield. Sometimes, see, and he starts teaching you, and he starts like putting it on you and fluffing it a little like you would fix your friend's tie. And these scales here, quite useful, you see. And you now have the platinum scarf on your person.
Damn.
Indeed.
That's all well and good for him, but I mean,
What about for the rest of us? I mean, they can
I
all
got
coffee.
sauce.
I mean, I do too now.
He goes over to one of the corpses. Sending stones. Very useful.
I was gonna get those anyway.
It's
so
literally
that
all I got.
Doesn't count.
I'm the sauce boss. I make sauce.
I will take the sending stones.
Okay.
I'm like, no promises.
All right.
And I have no intention of doing this, but I'm just getting in his head.
All right. Yerub, we'll meet again. Into the sky he goes.
Wait. Give me one of them rods and we'll call it even. All right.
Kind
This
of
has been a
an
very
ungrateful
weird day.
sucker, isn't he?
I'm gonna prestidigitate some water and hand it to the whole party so we can all make our own sauce when we want it.
Alexandria says Offbeat is a dick to small businesses confirmed.
Yes,
he
I
was trained
am.
by Stonks.
If you are one of those small businesses that uses those sounds on TikTok, that's just guilt tripping the people of TikTok, you know what you're like. Your MLMs.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
They're like, it costs so much because it takes me freaking hours. And it's like a resin pyramid that's gonna outlive us. We're gonna fucking die. Humanity's gonna crumble to ash, but you know what won't? The fucking resin pyramids people fucking made during COVID when they started up their small businesses.
I don't know how I feel about that. You know what? They're working hard. It takes them hours. You know, that's cultivated work. Shouldn't they be paid? Shouldn't they be paid good money?
Should make
A
better
fair
products.
amount?
Make better products.
Oh, well, yeah.
Offbeat, a cold-blooded capitalist? What?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're gonna guilt trip me on TikTok, I'm gonna be a dick back. You could have just shut your rat mouth, and then I don't have to be a dick to your stupid product. Simple.
It's not for you. It's for the people who are like,
Who are susceptible
you
to guilt
shouldn't
tripping?
You shouldn't be.
Is it for the people who are susceptible to guilt tripping, Beth? Are you claiming to be a part of the target audience of weak-willed individuals susceptible to being guilt tripped by a TikTok audio?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Tis manipulation.
This feels like manipulation.
Yes, it is.
Most of the things that Offbeat says.
Master manipulator. I'm gonna go and manipulate some shit out my ass later.
His persuasion is 20, so like there's no
Sure.
use.
He is addicted to salespeople.
Okay. Without further ado, the party. Also, for the record, Offbeat does not actually manipulate people. This is all in good fun.
For the record, Offbeat manipulates me daily.
Yes. Including
And it's all
the
in
shit
good
out
fun.
my ass.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
very important.
If you get fudgy with it, communication is manipulation in general. Just often, you know?
Jenna has spare acrylics just like on my desk, and I feel powerful.
You should try scratching your back with those things, you know, just like.
That's what I have her for.
But what if she's not around?
I'd have to glue them to my nails, brother, man. This does not work with my job.
Clearly, you're not fashion forward, okay?
Where are
You
your acrylics, plebeian?
I don't need it. I use the grip strength of the raw power of my forearms to dig into my flesh and peel it back.
You bludgeon your back to scratch it with your fucking phalanges? This is what you do?
Yes.
We'll deal with this later.
Okay.
So anyways,
Walk into a banquet hall.
There's a coochie around a table.
you get sucked in.
There's at least 4 corners on the table, but no one can confirm.
Welcome to the capital.
How many
The
days
only
of traveling
person
does this
who's
take?
huh?
How many days of traveling does this take?
Couple days.
At the end of every day, I'm gonna go to Stonks, I'm gonna go to Dodger, I'm gonna go to Sia. I'm gonna be like, all right, one at a time, target me with your spells. And I'm gonna fully recharge the Rod of Absorption over the course of these days.
There.
Bear,
Smart.
I only fireball Offbeat. I secretly
Oh,
hope
no.
that one time it doesn't work.
Every time I just, with a flourish, catch it in the bowstring. And I go, wow, you can use other spells, Stonks. You don't have to use Fireball.
Nope.
I actually think that if AoE, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be targeted.
Yeah, I think it has to be a
Oh,
target
Alright, so
spell.
I do a fireball once, and I'm like, and I blow them up. I'm like, shit. My bad.
I'm just saying there with absorb elements up, like, I told you targeted!
Okay, I need to word vomit a little bit about the capital. Everybody buckle in, note takers at the ready.
Everyone to the shared document.
There are 3 districts to this city. Easily the biggest city on the map. This is the capital known as Windfall.
Roll credits.
The Silver District is by far the largest. This is the middleman, if you will, the middle class. The railroad.
Class.
Must be nice. The middle class is the largest amount, and the primary export of this city is refined metals and other exports such as tactiles and the like, very much focused on industry. The southernmost region of the Silver District is forges and refineries and all of these other industrial organizations, which results in many of these chimney sweeps, these chimney stacks. To the north is the Gold District, where the casinos are, and many of the nicer areas. Stonks in the Gold District, that's where your office is. The Talium Wizard College resides here as well. Offbeat, Yester, the Myriad is located in the Gold District as well. And the third district, known as the Stacks, technically called the Copper District, is a slum. It is the southernmost point of the city. Because of all of the chimneys and all of the soot and the constant smoke billowing out, this slum is covered in resin. It is very sticky. Guys.
We're taking notes.
Okay, good.
I've written everything you've said down verbatim.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah, for example, results in many of the chimney stacks. To the north is the Gold District, where there are casinos and there are many nicer areas. That's where Stonk's office is. The Talarian Wizard College resides right here. The Myriad is the Gold District. The Copper District.
I was dialed in.
I added though that the Stacks is Ohio.
Okay.
I also added in, because of constant smoke and soot billowing out, this slum is covered in resin, open parentheses, weed lamau, close parentheses. It's very sticky.
It's very sticky. The people there are having to constantly double up on layers and have different boots for indoors, outdoors. And this is kind of the poor district. Everything is mired in this gray, murky soot and filth and resin. It's known as the Stacks. The party enters in following the road down over this massive plateau, kind of door frame shaped rock, following the railway down into the city. You're currently in the Silver District, and moving about. Yester, this is your first time in the big city.
The big city.
A lot of people coming and going. Let's get some perception checks.
A cheeky 5.
Cheeky 5.
25.
25.
18.
18. Okay.
With a nat 20 again.
Whew.
What the heck?
Dodger.
Most needed 16.
16. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Let me. When there's too much information to give, and so you just start having problems. Incredibly crowded. It's about midday. Stonks and Sia, you both catch a glimpse of an individual wearing kind of monk robes, very tight formed kind of geese, parkouring over buildings in the distance. In the Silver District, you can find various taverns. one called Smirk, another one called Rockin' Stone. There's the Lesser Bank. There's the prison, known as Clips. Thea's Door, which is a, oh shoot, sorry, I'm blanking on the word. Damn me. An herbalist's, like, witchy vibes. There's a giant sign called, that just says bread in all caps, and you can smell bread being sold within. And directly across the street, same font, all caps, thread. And they sell secondhand fripperies, clothes and the like. Chester's Chestnuts, which is a secondhand horse company that has kind of sprouted up over the years. And finally, Heron Hobbs. And that's it for the Silver District for now. What are you guys up to? What do you want to do first?
What around what time of day did we arrive?
A little past noon. You're kind of hungry.
Okay, so it's not like.
No, I'm not.
Well, there's many things we could probably do for the day. I do suppose we should probably first secure some place to rest.
Okay.
Go to a bar, get some food.
There are two options in the Silver District. If you would like to spend a little more money, you could go to the Gold District.
Rock and stone.
You guys want to go to Rock and Stone?
Take
Alright.
me to the dwarves.
All right. The party approaches one of the taverns, and already there's boisterous music, and the door frame is a little lower, and you have to kind of step through. You have to kind of lean down to step through for the most part. And you are surrounded by dwarves, all being over-the-top dwarves, singing in dwarvish, gallivanting around and cheering, and you see two of them arm wrestling. There's a couple of drinking games going on. By the bar, there is a huge dwarf. Go ahead.
Stonks, the second we step in, immediately, without missing a beat, start singing with them in dwarvish.
Okay. The immediate nearby dwarves go, ah! And they look at you and go, ah! And one of them, they're very drunk, even though it's midday. One of them comes over and goes, can you drink?
Kind of.
And he's gonna kind of throw an arm over your shoulder and bring you over and goes, yeah, look what I done find. And a bunch of them are like, oh, it's interesting. And they start kind of prying you with questions in dwarvish, and they buy another round of shots. And you guys watch as these dwarves just immediately absorb Stonks, and he is in the mass of
Yester's
dwarves.
gonna follow shortly behind, as he also speaks dwarvish and wants to make sure Stonks does not get fucked up by
All right.
this.
Stonks is with his people.
The two of you are immediately brought into the fold simply because you speak dwarvish. The rest of the party is somewhat ignored. If this was a quieter time and less gallivanting, you get the vibe that it could be people would be kind of looking at you sideways, but no one really cares right now because everyone's 100% buttered.
My first question is, do they have non-dwarven style seating?
There is a booth. There is one booth. It looks like it hasn't been wiped off in some time. And that does have normal seating. Go ahead, Songs.
I would like to take my shin bones
Sure.
and put them into my bag, and then take my feet and put them on my knees.
Okay. Sure. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
This
done.
is the greatest idea ever had. This is why you let me play this character.
Okay. One dwarf, who seems a little more sober than the rest, and goes, "Aye, lad, me the bones are ye." Different accent from somewhere different.
Oh.
How much for one of them teeth?
Teeth are not for sale.
What might
I've
I
also-
do to persuade you?
I have my new dwarven best friends taken notice of this guy. Like, are
They've
the
taken
group of homies
notice.
I'm hanging out with.
And they're doing something kind of interesting. They're pretending he doesn't exist.
Wait, they're pretending he doesn't
They're
exist? or
pretending he doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's different from them, so they're gonna.
Well, Stonks is nothing if not a conformist.
Just had to.
So
have
you're
a
gonna ignore
skeleton
him?
like everybody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore him because, like, if he walked up to me and said some normal shit, I probably would have talked to him. But he was like, "Hey, give me your body." That's like if
The
I walked up to
body
You see
Offbeat.
him, you see him kind of catch the vibe that you're giving, and kind of does like a this thing, and kind of walks off.
Oh, can I have your name?
Kind of comes back over. Hey, you can call me Michael.
Ha, if I was a fae, I would have just taken it.
Lol. Rex strong.
Lesson learned. He kind of walks off.
Thought he was a fae. Thought he'd react to that.
I sneak him in every now and then.
Stonks is uncomfortable.
Yeah. So as the people as Michael walks off, don't worry about that one. See, we can't technically banish him because this ain't dwarven territory, but we don't affiliate with his clan. See, his clan
walked up to
clan
me and
dirty
asked
about
me for my
900 years
body.
ago, so they've been banned. They've been banished from the land. See,
Does he ask our flesh friends for body parts? Too?
wouldn't know
He asked me for my bones.
that he did.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe he's got a dentist friend and he's trying to fix something. And now that it's been brought to the attention of the party, there are two entire clans of dwarves in here that the bartender is having quite a hard time serving both of them because both sides are trying to pretend the other doesn't exist.
Are they both friendly with Stonks or just one of them?
As of right now, both are friendly to you.
Word.
What's the rest of the party doing?
As soon as we get to our table, Audra will pull out a rag and some kind of concoction and effectively prestidigitate the table and clean it. And then immediately pull out his tome and start reading.
Okay. Start reading the
See.
tome. Gene, see ya. What you guys up to?
Let me know when 10 minutes
Yeah.
have passed.
Sit down at the table and scan the crowd to see if I recognize any faces.
Make a perception check. See ya.
Fool.
So we'll be doing a similar thing at the table.
Make a perception check. 4.
Yeah.
It's all just a bunch of no. You got nothing.
It's a 15.
15.
Lots of beard.
One of these dwarves, you note, has a rock in one of his eye sockets. It's possible that fits the description of a bounty. Of a dwarf with a that is simply just known as Stone Eye because they don't know anything about him.
Is this a wide, well-known bounty?
No. It's one you know. It's probably in a ledger somewhere.
What do you want it for?
Make a history check. See ya. That Gene can help you out with if you bring it up.
Hey, Gene.
Yeah.
She's just gonna kind of subtly look / kind of tilt her head towards where the dwarf is. I think that might possibly be a bounty over there, but I'm not quite certain.
Could be something that helps with your roll.
The two of you put your heads together.
14.
14. You're still not positive. But no one ever comes in here, and the bounty's quite old. This could very well be Stone Eye, who has, over the years, gotten kind of lax with certain areas he can be in. I'm gonna put on some tavern music.
Kind of good royalty-free ragtime.
Ooh. Let me see what happens if I pull up a search.
Just dwarven ragtime and see what kind of monstrosity pops up.
Oh my god.
Somebody's just mixed Misty Mountains over frickin' ragtime.
Oh yeah, get it off.
All right, what do we do? A younger gentleman, dwarven of course, kind of a shorter beard, cornrows, kind of comes up and goes, "What can I do for you? What can I get you?"
Where we could use a bite to eat.
All right, let's see your
good.
coin first.
Okay.
You prove you have coin.
First on the
He kind of goes, "All right, and the rest of you."
Fix,
Yeah, I'll take a bite.
All right,
fix some food as well.
all right, and your drinks.
Meat if you got
Yes.
Me
Sure.
day. All right. Steps out. Yes, sir. You are. If you're unless you're saying no, you are getting thoroughly buttered. There are drinks passing.
I say, Yester is not one to indulge too much.
Okay.
He'll get drunk, but he won't pass out.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're getting. You've got it. It's like 2 p.m. and you are woo.
I gotta say, everybody, I love you. I love you dearly. You right there, you're my best friend.
Are you talking to the
Who are
dwarves?
you pointing at?
I'm pointing at a random door.
Dwarf's like,
Just pointing at the wall.
and he grabs your head and he brings you close forward and your forehead's touching and he starts breathing real heavy and he's like
Guys, mind melding? What is going on?
That's gotta be a real nice moment for you.
That's,
he
no,
it's not the greatest smell, but there's some nice
What is it?
spices under it.
what exactly is this place? What's happening today? Why is today so celebratory?
This is like this every day. Rock and stone, and everyone goes, "Rock and stone!" It's the one thing that both clans yell out with gusto together.
I see. And
We did that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And you guys just don't interact with them? Why?
You know, it's what my daddy did. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sure somebody who's important knows and can go all the way back and figure out what happened and what went wrong. But it's just our way.
Y'all just have the same bar?
It's the only dwarven bar on the map.
I'm gonna go sing some dwarven songs.
Don't fuck it up.
I'm gonna sing songs in Dwarvish
Okay.
to win over the favor
Let's get
of the
this
bard.
performance. And what's your intention?
To win over the favor of the bar and get us free room and board.
Okay. I would recommend trying to secure that deal before doing the performance check.
Good. I'm gonna walk up to the bartender and be like, "All right, bartender, I'm gonna cut you a deal.
All right, I'm
I'm
listening.
just I might just be the finest fiddle player ever made.
You got your sorry. You got your ivory thread?
No.
All right. Well, quite the claim. No proof. Let's see you prove it. I assume you want room and board.
Yeah. But for all of them, and the skeleton, he's with us.
All right.
Is what we'd like to call a cheap and nifty, a saucy 31.
Saucy 31. What's this 31 look like?
He gets up to the microphone. He stumbles a little bit. He's getting up there because he's a little drunk and still in steel-toed high heels. And he's like, all right. And then he gets on one leg and he starts playing a magnificent song. Every stroke, it's like a new instrument of an orchestra. And by the end of the thing, sounds like a whole full band. A whole Philharmonic orchestra has filled the room.
Okay.
And he is singing in low, dulcet tones, deep, thrumming song, operatic, deep within his voice. It carries, it goes throughout, it pierces through the noise and the clamor.
All right. There's.
Final note.
You finally. You're sweating, and you look up, and every single dwarf starts freaking out, and there's actually a bit of a stampede as many of the dwarves start running up and trying to talk to you and like shake your hand and jostle you, and one of them's like, "Hey, baby, it was better than my mama used to play. What do you play at my wedding, lad?" You know, just all sorts of mirth and gusto. You have won over this crowd wholeheartedly with that high of a roll. And even the pretense of pretending the other clan doesn't exist kind of drops, as you know, not wholly, but you know, they're not able to keep it up in this reverie that they have for you. They're kind of clapping each other on the back, and you now have the absolute adoration of the dwarves.
Hooray.
It had been approximately 10 minutes before the performance, or at some point during
10
the
minutes happens
performance?
about halfway through.
Okay. So halfway through, I glean knowledge from the tome and can comprehend all languages that I hear
Okay.
for an hour. So suddenly I understand half of the song.
Nice. What's the song about, Yester? What's this dwarvish song about?
This dwarvish song, it's a beautiful song. It's a song about how regret, about waking up after a night of partying, and the day of the week is important. The day of the week it just so happens to be Friday,
Okay.
and that's the song. It's about the day. It's Friday.
But is it possibly about getting down on Friday? Because everyone's looking forward to the weekend.
I
All right.
will fly to Canada and slap the 5 o'clock shadow off of your chin.
It's a good song. It's a good interpretation, adaptation, you might say.
Well, the dwarves love it.
The dwarves love it.
Canonically.
Why?
Favorite song.
Look, here's the thing.
You know, she had a
There-
sequel about Saturdays.
The dwarves don't have, you know, the song tainted by the original, so they only hear it
That's
through
true.
Yester, and
That's true.
it's glorious.
And it's joyous.
Is it?
What was that
We're
off?
gonna pretend it is.
I Taco just said, "Is it?"
Oh, I think that was Luna.
No, it was sorry.
Oh.
Definitely Taco.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm
You
sorry.
guys know what day it is
Sorry.
tomorrow?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So does the whole bar.
So as you walk into a banquet hall,
Friday.
Today's Friday. The horse's name was Friday.
Oh, the lore grows.
Jeez.
An undefined amount of corners on the table. Coochies everywhere. Just start sucking.
So,
Food.
yeah, you find yourselves, Stonks, what are you in the stampede, you're kind of blown apart and kind of come back together and then are blown apart again, and then eventually find yourself in the midst, all back together.
Stonks is partying hard.
Cool. All right, while he's partying hard, Yester, eventually, the bartender kind of shoves his way to the front and goes, "You're welcome back anytime, lad. Welcome back anytime." And he hands you some keys, for the party to stay in, and it goes, the food will be on the house anytime.
All right.
No one around here knows any dwarven songs, not any good ones at least, aside from us.
You know, I can make some new ones for you.
Maybe, yeah, if they're good. I would definitely ask around, and so that you get the inspiration that is, rooted in the actual people.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Do I hear Yester answer back in that accent?
Oh, I dropped
likely.
into Nova. I dropped into the other kid because he's Scottish.
Because Stonks is 100% grabbing you by the upper arm and dragging you to the corner of a room to lecture you on by how inappropriate copying his accent was.
Oh no.
Yester's gonna be like, I'm sorry. I forgot.
I
thought I was
just
someone
sound
else.
American.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I was just, I went back to acting. All of a sudden, I was in acting school, and a dwarvish lady was yelling at me, teaching me dwarvish, and she was like, "Learn the proper accent." And I was like, "I'm trying."
All right. You've got your keys. Are you reconvening with the rest of the party?
Yes.
All right. Now, once it becomes clear that Yester is a part of this party, the food keeps coming. Another table is added to yours, and out comes this really big dwarf who sits down. The chair creaks. He is opulent, and he goes, "Well, I reckon that was some of the best music I ever did here. I'm gonna need 16 pigs." And,
Where's Grawl?
You could start a farm with that.
and he starts just having a feast made for the party. I tell you, this was quite nice to be hearing from the back rooms. Would you all like to care to join me in the back rooms after we have eaten our fill?
What was in the back rooms?
Private seating, a nice pool table, a little quieter. You can call me Bubba.
All right, Bubba. I mean, sure. If you insist.
I just want to let everybody, I'm just making sure everybody knows that y'all have my favor, as it was. You keep playing songs like that, you'll have your ivory thread in no time, I reckon.
I am gunning for that ivory thread. I'm determined.
Well, I hope you make it. Not many people out here representing the dwarves. Not that we're allowed into their the keep, the great castle out in the city and wastes, mind you, where the rest of the people or what have you.
And why's that?
Not sure. Hey, quite difficult to get to, but what I heard was that a long time ago a bunch of dwarves tried to make the way through the rusts, and the music stopped. Hang on. Make the way through.
It's so quiet.
Yeah, right. A bunch of dwarves tried to make their way through the rusts a while back. Bit dangered and ventured into the city in wastes, and they did not let them in. Something about gunpowder.
The gunpowder plot.
What's that?
Remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder Jason plot.
I'm not sure what's up with that. But, you know, there's dwarves everywhere. Except across the ocean. Oh boy. More food is brought to the point where stacks are plates are piling up, and eventually he's having to bring in other dwarves, and he starts introducing you to other dwarves, and he starts like filling their plates and stuff like that. Seems more of like a cultural thing, where he's just throwing this feast, and eventually he goes, "Come, let us move on to the back rooms," and he looks at the bartender and goes. And he's handed a different set of keys, and he goes, give me those keys back. He says to Yester. You get these keys.
I look to the party.
Stonks nods.
I trade.
You were handed stone keys instead of metal ones. I'm giving you access to the suite. It's not incredibly nice, but it's better than what you almost had your hands on. This will be a traditional dwarven experience. And you spend some time in this back room, and there's not much else going on, and at first you're getting like this shady vibe. Turns out he's a proprietor. He owns this tavern as well as a couple of other places in town. Specifically, he runs the Guild of Masons. The stone that's brought in and then cut down and then exported, he has a heavy hand on. Eventually he says, well, I reckon I must get back to my duties, but pleasure making your acquaintances.
Stonks salutes him.
You can find me here. And he walks away.
According to you two, who are, I guess, steeped in dwarven culture, what's a dwarven suite supposed to be like? Are the beds only 4 foot long? I didn't want to ask while he was here because I didn't feel like that was appropriate.
They're made of stone, not very comfy.
It's the
Are they
most
stone?
immaculate thing you'll ever experience. Dwarves were the first people to find me. Back when I was just a skeleton wandering around with no idea what was what. You'll feel right at home.
That's nice, but are the beds stone?
Much like a waterbed,
Yes.
the bed you find, it's only one, and it's huge. Everything's huge. You're in this crazy big room that's underground, and like a bed, it is filled with gravel and sand. But the beds you almost had access to were very much dwarf-sized, just flat stone beds.
Why is this one heart-shaped? I'm confused.
It is
The
not.
Stonks lays on that one and
Alright.
beckons to Yester.
It's
I
roughly.
sigh. I slowly drag my feet over and cuddle into the small spoon position.
To say it's a king's bed puts it to shame. This bed is monstrous. You guys have your own bathroom as well. It is underground, and there's only one entrance or exit. There's a nice chandelier. It's a little tucked away spot. Most people wouldn't think to look for you.
Well, we have a good home base.
Define good. Eat
Comfy.
something. I mean, I guess if you think about it in a certain way, it's not that different from a camping around a fire. It's all the same dirt. We just got a roof now, I guess.
And also, people probably won't come looking for us if we start poking our noses in places, which I think is an extra level of nicety we can afford.
There's also a filled ice chest of wines. And a single bottle of mead.
The question is, how much are they? They always get you with that.
Oh, and finally a hot tub.
I
like
definitely understand why this man is heart-shaped.
Stop it.
It makes sense now.
Not heart-shaped.
As long as we can sit 5 feet apart, we'll be all right.
Any of you overactive sleepers? I hadn't noticed. Just
Not
want to
stonks,
be aware
that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not
before anything
stonks.
happens.
I was gonna
Yeah,
start
you
like
are right.
building a pillow
I'm
barrier
just gonna prop up
on the
against your
bed
wall
between
over there.
him and the rest.
Build your pallet.
I'm good. I've slept in worse places. I'm fine on the floor.
Good lord.
You walk into a bank room.
Listen, I know why this room exists. I didn't expect you guys to be in this room. Here we are.
Because Offbeat seduced all the dwarves at once.
And Stonks was raised by dwarves.
Oh no! Make sure
I
that
had-
door is locked. I don't
Start
want to
looking
have
for cameras.
dwarven suitors kicking
Oh.
the door in all that.
Oh no.
Not really fancying a midnight visit from Bubba.
Call me the Midnight Bob.
They call me the Midnight Bubba.
I like you and I want you.
Oh my god.
So what do you guys want to do with the rest of your day now that you've got your sleeping situation figured out in the Silver District?
I mean, if it's afternoonish, then it's probably not a good idea to go to the almost a dentist office, to the detective agency.
Okay.
So might as well wait till tomorrow for that.
Okay.
What, do they close at 1 p.m.? Is it a furlough Friday? What do you mean?
Well,
Because
it was like afternoon when we got into the city. Now we partied with dwarves and feasted, and it's probably evening if nothing
It's
else.
about early evening.
Let me look at my verbatim notes.
The
There's
time-
got to be.
I don't think a time was mentioned.
It wasn't.
I asked
it was.
specifically what time of day it
Yeah.
was.
We got
It
in
was
at like
afternoon.
noon. He also said something about you being super drunk at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I'm just thinking about other leads that we could
The
follow
dwarves
that
getting sloshed.
aren't tied to.
You know
time of
why?
day.
Because it's a weekend.
Wait, it's not Friday.
It's currently Friday. It's Friday
Oh, there
evening.
you
The
go.
dwarves are getting turned.
And in which case, you probably should try and slip into the detective agency, because why would they open on Saturday?
Crime doesn't happen on Saturday.
No. Well, they're not necessarily chasing crime.
The vibe of this city is almost late Victorian era, whereas the rest of the map is very much, especially the northern above the shelf, is very much this western gritty vibe. In here, you almost get Sherlock Holmes aesthetic, you know, kind of cramped cities, a couple of wagons and cabs and stuff like that moving about. In those chimney stacks, very much on the beginnings of that industrial era vibe. What do we want to do, gang? We've got about 20-ish minutes left in the episode.
We could take another nap. We could go to the gold district and try to get you your thread. Start pulling on that thread. That's about all I got.
Talk to the detective agency, or did we rule that out already?
Detective agency we would do tomorrow when they open in the morning.
Okay.
That would be
Except
taking
that
that.
tomorrow is a Saturday.
Yeah, but we're playing
Me.
Dungeons and Dragons. They'll be open. We're the main characters. They'll be open.
If they aren't open, Feff has to put the plot on hold for business days again.
Alright, yeah.
So we go check
All
out
right.
the gold district then?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Let us go party in
Okay.
the gold district.
After pre-gaming a little, you guys spruce yourselves up and head yourselves out to the Gold District. You pass on to you kind of moving throughout the city when a notable difference. You start seeing shrubs, and you start seeing finer cobblestone roads and the like. The buildings have a little bit of space in between them. They're a little nicer. And then you get to the Myriad. The Myriad is this beautiful building, kind of built like a tiny amphitheater, where the roof kind of slants away, slants downwards from the entrance. And as you approach, there is a satyr gentleman who's kind of sitting by the front door and goes, "Oh, hello. First time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can say that?
Well, welcome to the Myriad. That'll be a silver each to gain entrance. And do you all know the rules?"
No.
No, we do not.
Right, well. He puts a hand out and goes, "My name is Stapes. Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Shake his hand.
Kind of pauses for a second.
Nice to meet you. I'm Stonks.
Pleasure. He doesn't bat an eye at the fact that you're a skeleton.
I
Oh.
elbow Yester.
Oh, hi. My name is Yester Hawthorne. I have a letter here granting me... Was that letter from Shiny Connor, like, a recommendation? I have a recommendation from one Shiny Connor.
Oh, we have had him in, not so much of late. Allow me to see it, please.
I pull it out and present it.
Wow. Trying for your thread, then. Your ivory thread.
You might say that, yes?
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world. So, he kind of grabs your shoulder and kind of leans into the building, and he kind of goes, "Do you see that gentleman all the way on the other end of the bar?" And you see a kind of middle-aged man. He's got a little bit of a paunch, and he's propped up at the end of the bar. This bar winds all the way down the building. Beautiful interior, and I'll get into that in a second. And you see he's got a horn of a drink of some kind, and he's kind of chatting. He goes, "That lad over there, that's the one you're going to want to talk to about trying for your ivory thread."
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. So what are these rules?
So, once the sun goes down, we allow the performers to begin doing their thing. Once they're going, you gotta shut up. You gotta be quiet and let them do their thing. They wait every time there's a song played. They give everyone about 10 minutes or so to get all of their drinks and conversations out of the way. But then once the lights come down again, you gotta be quiet or you get thrown out. There are 3 tiers, as you can see here. Entering in above you, if you were to enter into the building above you, would be 2 more additional floors that you can get to from either side. And then big tables, round tables all throughout. The one huge ass bar going along the side, and then a stage that the 3 floors are facing. Kind of like balcony seating, if you follow.
Mm-hmm.
The second floor up there is where you're going to find some of your rich folk, but the 3rd floor, that's reserved. That is standing reservations for certain elite. Would not reckon you go up there unless you want to cause some problems, or unless you are invited. Does that make good sense?
Yes.
All right. Any
Is
questions?
this for you? Yes.
Yeah. What's up?
Is this city a situation where like last town Stonks was probably big fish, small pond?
Mm-hmm.
Is this now Stonks is like small fish, big pond?
You're probably one of the only fish.
Okay. So vis-a-vis 3rd floor for Stonks, yes or no?
I'd give you the 2nd floor. You
Okay.
don't have a reserved seat, but you can probably acquire one.
Okay.
What was it? Sorry, what was it reserved for? I was reading
3rd floor
Like,
is standing reservations. So like the nobility, the gentry have reserved seats there. That even if not there, no one's gonna sit in.
Either way, doesn't matter. I want the general admission seats on the 1st tier, as close to Yester as I can get.
Looking at
Preferably
Yester, and he
29
goes,
feet.
"And are these fine individuals, adventurers with you?"
Yes, they're all my associates, traveling partners, friends.
Right in. Well, right off his coattails you go on the way in, the 5 of you. Have fun.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Media. And you step into this beautiful building. It is luxurious. Beautiful wooden floors that are very old and have been smoothed over with time. Traces of marble here and there, which is pretty rare in this region. And no one's on the stage right now. You can see roughly 10 to 15 bartenders all kind of staggered throughout behind the bar, and people are moving about, and it's all pretty cordial. Everyone's kind of getting along and playing nice. What do you guys do?
I immediately lean over to Yester and go talk to that guy. Let's get you your thing.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Like, I slap him on the butt as he walks away. Good game.
As I look back. All right, and I move forward to the dude to talk to him about getting the ivory thread.
Okay. You approach the gentleman. He's talking to this woman in this beautiful dress, kind of a silk, shining white. She has long, curling, pinned black hair, and she's carrying herself with a poise that puts most people to shame. And she finishes what she's saying, and she turns and walks away. And you watch the gentleman kind of put his drink down, take a double glance, goes, "Oh, hello there. How are you?"
Hello, my name is Yester Hawthorne. I'm here on the recommendation of Shiny Connor to attempt to get my ivory thread.
All right, well, that'll be 1 gold. He hands it over to you, takes a look at it, and goes, "Any idea what you'll be playing for us this evening?"
I'm going to be playing my fiddle.
Excellent. Any song in particular you might be stretching for as he starts writing down your name?
This is a little song I wrote about a true story called "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." True story.
Excellent. Well, here's to hoping for you. You can choose when you come up to try, as long as you wait until the sun goes down.
All right. Why wait till the sun goes down? Is there something that happens, or?
Oh, we just allow everyone to get in, take their seats, get themselves situated before we start having to hush people, you know.
Well, where are the other performers waiting? Or are they waiting in the crowd?
In the crowd.
Excellent. Well, if that's everything, I'll be on my way back
Puts
with my
his hand
group.
out.
I shake it.
He nods, goes back to his drink, does not tell you his name.
John Doe.
His name is John. All right, I'm gonna go back to the group. All right, I'm ready. We just gotta wait now until everybody goes till the sun goes down, as they say.
All right.
All right.
A little bit of time passes. Go ahead.
I would like to specifically pick a seat in the first tier, at least within 30 feet of the stage.
30 feet of the stage. If Yester were to stand closer to the edge of the stage, then you would be within 30 feet.
Tell Yester to stand close to the edge of the stage.
Okay, I'll stand close to the edge of the stage.
Ooh. A little bit of time passes. You guys order your drinks. Excuse me. You guys turn. There's a tiefling. Swathed in silks. I'm quite sorry to interrupt. Are you Stormflare?
Perhaps.
Well, might I invite you to come sit with me and my fine fellows? He's got a little bit of a sleazy look to him. And I'm just gonna throw that out there on the table. He seems like he's just like, ooh, he seems like a trash person. kind of bows a little bit. My name is Jeremy Antioch.
Can I roll to see if that last name seems familiar at all?
You can make a history check.
Give me a 16.
16. You recognize the last name, but you don't know from where. I will say Dodger does recognize the last name Antioch.
Make a history check.
Sure.
It is in our notes, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yes, there is an Antioch in the notes, but it's all got a question mark. All we have is sinks pirate ship, level 20 wizard, not to be fucked with, Stonk shall fuck with him, to be respected, Yester will not respect him. That's what we have so far.
This is why we take notes.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll anyway to see if I can glean any more remembrance.
Okay.
I remember everything now.
So I'm gonna try real hard with the guidance.
All right.
That was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Powerful wizard on the map. In the south westerly region, there is a lake right next to the ocean, and the only little bit of it that feeds out to the ocean has this massive ass whirlpool. And in the center of this massive ass whirlpool is a wizard tower. Everyone's heard of the Deadweight Way. This whole cursed region below the shelf, spanning all the way from south to north along the westernmost part of the map, under the plateau. There used to be a city here. There used to be a thriving economy and mining areas, and they would all feed up to that dwarven kingdom up there. I'm gonna go to the map real quick. All of the Deadweight Way has been destroyed. And all that's really known and accepted by all is that Antioch, the arch wizard, was somehow responsible. He is seen as a dangerous wild card. But, Dodger, I don't know how much you want to talk about backstory stuff, so I'm going to be vague.
If you put like details in chat to me.
Sure. I whisper in my player's ear. Make sure I'm whispering to the right person.
My social security number is...
This episode of Long Shot was brought to you by Manscaped. Offbeat,
Raid
please tell us
Shadow
about this
Legend.
week's. Please tell us about this week's sponsor.
So, get this. You know how you have hair just all over your body? I do. I have hair on the back of my hands. I have hair on my fingers. I'm a hairy man. So, sometimes you need to get rid of that hair because you don't want it there. Because why would you? It gets tangled, it itches, and your weed whacker doesn't trim it right. It's introducing today Manscaped. It's like a lawnmower, but for your body.
That's right, Offbeat. You know, one time I met a man who had dreadlocks on his nether regions. But you know, thanks to Manscaped, he no longer looks like he is Bob Marley living down there. It's a good time.
I one time met a man who braided them in such a fashion to look like an elephant.
You know, this was actually me. This isn't a guy that I knew, but one time I got hair gel and gave it like a Princeton cut. It was real nice, real professional.
I give my pubes a comb over, and you can too.
So, Jeremy Antioch looks to Sia and goes, "Have you had the metheglin yet? You must try it. It is... I don't know what they put in it, but it is absolutely the most beautiful elixir made known to man."
Yester is going to audibly whisper, "Metheglin these nuts."
Dodger's gonna try to like nudge Sia under the table with his foot and just be like give quite of a like shake head, like this guy's not. Don't join him for whatever. He's not
Not the play.
At
Kind
Yester's
of wants to
joke,
screw with him.
at Yester's joke, Stonks is gonna like over the top, like head thrown back cackle, like type beat.
My lady.
Ignore them. She's gonna kind of meet Dodger's look and be like somehow display that she's got this.
Okay. There's a bit of a mischievous twinkle in her eye.
Yes.
He hides a smirk.
I would love to accompany you.
Excellent. Right this way, gentlemen.
Before she leaves, she's gonna kind of pat Yester on the arm and be like, "Good luck."
Thank you, and good luck. I give you a bardic inspiration.
Nice. As you are led away by the purple tiefling, brought to what you can only describe as his lackeys, you know, his minions, his yes men. You are introduced to each of them, and they all kind of nod, and they're playing some cards. And as he pulls the chair out for you, he begins to wax eloquent about himself and just doesn't get a word in. You don't feel like you can get a word in edgewise as he continues to talk about himself. Yester, it's about that time. Do you want to be the first one up, or do you want to be the second or third and kind of feel it out from there?
Go first.
Yester has always gone first, just like I did in acting school. And Yester's, as soon as the time hits, he's just gonna he's gonna stand up, he's gonna draw his bow, he's gonna dramatically and slowly just like click, step, click, step, click, step with his high heel boots.
Okay.
As you leave, Dodger's gonna pat him on the back. You call this might and guidance.
Yester, or not Yester, you're Yester. I'm Stonks. Stonks is gonna cast a message into his hand and basically remind you, come to the front of the stage.
I'm gonna get right to the front of the stage.
You step out onto the front as this individual, this portly gentleman, he sees you coming and he goes, "It's a good time," and he steps onto stage and gestures you onto the stage. As you step up onto the stage, you feel all magical presence about you drop.
Well, it was worth a try.
What was that?
Just stretching.
And what instrument do you have? A fiddle, right?
My fiddle.
Okay. As you kind of stand out there and you're kind of stretching a little bit, Sia, you hear Jeremy go, "He's playing a fiddle. That's my instrument." He looks to you. He's not trying for his ivory thread, is he?
Yes, he is.
Is he any good?
I reckon he's quite fine. I'm sure there can be several fine musicians.
Of course, my dear. As you step up, Yester, you make a point of like stepping real far up on the stage to get within 30 feet. Your magic returns. It seems whatever area it was is in the traditional spot where they perform.
I like to get close and intimate with all of my patients. I want to be able to see you.
The lights come down. Make a perception check as the lights come down, Yester, and you can see up into the higher balconies.
Thank God, I'm rolling good today. That is a dirty 20 and 19 plus 1.
Nice. The second row is what you might expect. A lot of well-dressed individuals, a couple of Leonins. On the third floor is almost predominantly empty seats, but there are a couple of what you would refer to, you haven't been here before, but you would refer to as the gentry. There's maybe 5 of them up there. They're all kind of around one table, except for one who's kind of off to the side, and he's got a guard with him. Big snowy mane. The hush comes over the crowd. They all look to you expectantly.
Don't roll. You roll a 19.
That is a with my bonus, a 32.
32. Describe this song to me.
I go, I'm gonna tell you all a little tale of the time the devil, frankly, forgot who I was. And
Everyone looks around at
raucous
each other.
fiddling, doing the whole song and dance, dancing around, prancing around, doing clicking me heels together, tap dancing for the percussion and the instruments, doing speak singing, real singing. It is a traditional Gesamtkunstwerk as described by German musician. The guy who did Peer Gynt. Anyway, all the same, perfect, flawless playing, fast fiddle, and then halfway through the performance, I take on the role of the devil himself. I play his part. I turn into a deep cello stroke, deep thrumming
At one point, someone in the
sounds.
audience gasps, and everyone around her quickly shushes her.
And then I go faster and faster and faster, and I play so hard. I'm gonna try my best not to make sure it goes in flames.
Pause.
Yes.
In the middle of the performance,
Mm-hmm.
how far away is the tiefling from me?
The tiefling is roughly maybe 45 feet away from you.
I'd like to scoot a few seats over so he's within 30.
Okay, yeah, you kind of get up and you start moving a little bit. You're getting some looks for getting up and moving around during the performance.
I would like to discreetly cast Dominate Person on the tiefling.
Is there any vocation in that spell?
Let me look and then decide.
Sure.
No. It's probably just verbal. It's a 5th level. I have a plan, guys. Don't worry. It is verbal and somatic. Is there any way that I could do this discreetly as to not get in trouble? How difficult would it be?
Here's the
to
thing.
do
Here's the
that?
thing. You can roll stealth, but people are still gonna know. People are still
Okay.
gonna. There are some people who will still hear you, because you're not. It's not a subtle cast. It won't be perfect.
Okay. If there's not a way for me to do it without getting caught, we'll let this plan slide and I won't do it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, if something does go down, Sia does have subtle spells, so she can do it without the.
I will tell, since it's not happening, I was gonna Dominate Person, give him the 6 that I have for the roll, so that it auto gets him,
Mhm.
and then make him stand up and start singing off key in the middle of Offbeat's performance to get him kicked out. But I don't want to get myself in trouble for if I get caught making him do that.
That's, yeah.
There.
So,
So never mind.
Yester, you're
Flourish.
you're at the 2/3 mark of the performance. You're at the 2/3 mark of the performance, and you're going ballistic, and you're earning it, and you're already feeling that ivory thread on your shirt, and then something happens. You feel a lash of pain on your hand, and you look, and all of your fiddle strings have been perfectly cut.
Passive perception of 20, please.
Your hand is bleeding slightly. People start waking up from this beautiful performance. What do you do? Stonks looks around fast. You don't see what it could have happened.
Could I attempt to... My apologies. I restrung this morning. Cut my own horse's hair for this one. I'm gonna cast Mending on the strings.
Okay. You cast Mending.
I'm just gonna prestidigitate. I'm gonna come down from the stage to cast prestidigitation on my hand to clean my hand up.
Okay.
And I'm going to eyeball the rest of the stage.
Everyone's still staring at you.
I will begin again.
So you see the gentleman who led you onto stage. It looks like he's giving you one last chance before walking on stage when you would be done to try to save the moment.
You know, this tends not to not happen. You know, bleeding spontaneously. I'm going to assume that this is just what happens when I'm surrounded by such incredible talent. I'm from a nowhere town, you see. A nowhere town from a nowhere place. I was born from nothing. And I figured that I would become here to a place of high pristine establishments to learn what it means to be an honorable
You're losing some of the audience.
and valued performer.
Some of them are just staring at you, shocked.
I will begin again. Must I roll another performance? It is a 27.
Okay. You finish with a majestic flourish. And there's a pause. And then everyone starts clapping and roaring and cheering. The gentleman comes onto stage. And he gestures again, and the applause keeps going. And he steps down off the stage and starts shaking hands, and everyone gets up and starts moving about. And he comes back up. And he goes to shake your hand.
I wipe it very, very clean first, prestidigitate it, and then I wipe it. Then I shake hands.
You feel the defeat of not getting your ivory thread, and then you shake the hand, and there's something in the handshake. And everyone pauses and looks. You look, and a braid of ivory, like a couple of hairs, into the form of a pin, is in your hand. You hold it up, and everyone erupts cheering for you, as a welcoming into their ranks, as you, on your first try, manage to get your ivory thread.
Goated! I am the best!
See ya. Jeremy looks livid, and he gets up.
Oh no, he doesn't. Hand to God.
I see your hand.
In the eruption of applause, Stonks is throwing himself at that man. He knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that he done did it.
Okay. That's where we're going to pick up next episode then.
Yeah!
Literally.
All right, everyone, thank you for being here.